Now, no matter which party you ask, within it there are divisions of opinion around the best way for Israel to proceed with the US peace plan. And with the vote on expansion fast approaching, we've been hearing every day from different voices as to their assessment of possible ways forward from here. And today I'm joined in studio by a member of Knesset from the Labour Party, Merav Michaeli. A pleasure to have you with us.
A pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. Hello, Tracy.
Absolutely, our pleasure. So we'll start wide. You're not convinced that this is the best expansion plan for Israel. Tell us why.
No, I'm convinced it's the most dangerous and the worst way in which we can go about. It's dangerous first and foremost for the security of Israel, because a unilateral annexation might lead, we were already warned that it would lead to freezing of the peace treaty between Israel and Jordan. This is our longest border, and the security of it is maintained thanks to the cooperation with the kingdom and with the Palestinians. Both Palestinians and Jordan will not necessarily keep those agreements and this security. Right. And we may also suffer from retaliation from Lebanon and, of course, Gaza. So really, this is taking a huge risk for no benefit, none whatsoever.
Would you say then that the next step is to assume that the Prime Minister then is willing to put the people of Israel under such a risk by making a move like this?
Unfortunately, obviously, that is the case, because there's no doubt in my mind that the Prime Minister is aware of the situation. And it's not, yes, of course, he's an expert, but moreover, the Foreign Minister of Jordan specifically out loud warned us from that situation. The Palestinians have said that, and as we could have all read in Yediot Achronot just in last Friday, the ambassador of the Emirates to the US also said the relationship...
But it's the same kind of story that we see leading up to any what might be unpopular decision by Israel. We see the same kind of players pushing back, and in the end, Israel stands strong, and we don't see such a particular fallout. So what do you say to that?
First of all, Israel has never done that kind of thing. This is crossing every line. This is going against not only international law, but against really everyone in the world, other than Donald Trump specifically, and not the U.S., because the Democratic Party is not on board with that, and half of the American people, certainly not Jewish American Jewry. But let me just say one thing. With all due respect to everyone, I care about the Israeli interest. And the most important thing for Israel's security and its sustainability and long-lasting existence is for Israel to separate from the Palestinians and have a border, because it's either going to lead to one state, which means the end of the Jewish state, or it is leading, like Netanyahu said, the Palestinians that will be annexed will not have equal rights. Sure. This is the end of democracy in Israel, and we cannot have it.
We're going to hear a little bit more about international law in a minute, but when we talk about the Palestinians under the US mediation, they're not willing to talk anymore. So what choice is Israel left with then?
Well, Israel could have, for instance, tried an Israeli initiative. Listen, I am very, very tired of the blame game. Very tired, because I couldn't care less who's to blame. I care, as I said, and I will continue to say, I care about the interest of Israel. I want to make sure that the state of Israel exists forever and ever, and its existence is safe.
But talking about what you mean by that, actually qualify what you mean, because you say you care about Israel, but Israel is also, there are many different views about what that means and what that should look like. And if the Palestinians won't agree to talk under any kind of negotiation that's happened historically, what kind of a choice does Israel have? The argument now being made is that Israel now has to take this opportunity by Donald Trump. So what do you say?
Because nothing has really changed other than a window of opportunities that maybe Donald Trump will seize to be president, and then maybe we will not have the big uncle in the White House saying, okay, go ahead, ruin your future with this unilateral annexation. It's not now or never. This unilateral annexation is bad for Israel.
You say it's not now or never, but has it ever been? So,
No, but it's about political will. Listen, where there's a will, there's a way. There is a way to reach an agreement with the Palestinians. Palestinians. We came very close.
So what is that way, then?
No, it doesn't really. Israelis have become addicted to negotiating among ourselves, but that is not important. Anything Israelis and Palestinians are willing to agree on, for me, is an agreement, period. And I know that it's achievable. I know it because, first of all, as I said, we came close a number of times, and because I meet Palestinians and I hear, and that is a very crucial point, all of Israel's security seniors, present and former, argue strongly for an agreement with the Palestinians, and they are the ones who've been in touch with the most Palestinians for the longest time, and they know better than every one of us what can be achieved. This is what we should be working for, and not jeopardizing the future of Israel with this unilateral action.
All right, Merav Michaeli, thank you so much for being with us here.
Thank you for having me.